Hey everyone, what's up? I am going to review Mercenaries. Ha, fuck. I'm reviewing this. Mercenaries is way better than this piece of shit. Um, if you like Night of the Living Dead, you will not like this one because all it kept were some of the names. Uh, it's nothing like Night of the Living Dead. It's not even really much of a zombie movie because very little people get killed, and it takes like the premise of Night of the Living Dead by making it just a regular house this time and not a farmhouse, which that's a pretty good movie, by the way. Farmhouse was pretty cool. Um, Even though I don't like torture films, that one grew on me a little bit. Anyways, you've got the character of Ben, the only likable character out of this whole film, and he gets killed off. He gets killed off not by a zombie, but by a guy with a shotgun in the beginning of the film. I'm not spoiling anything because it's literally right in the beginning of it. And then you've got these dope heads, skateboarder punks, pretty much making entertainment out of killing the zombies. Like, one kid's got his iPhone and he's recording his friends running over a zombie repeatedly, and blood starts coming out of the mouth, which reminded me a little bit of Mr. Jingles, which I never thought I'd say this, but Mr. Jingles is better than this movie. Anyways, you've got six characters. I can't remember all of their names, but there's Mandy, who's the main guy's sister-in-law. There's I can't think of his name. I think his name's Jerry or something. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just finished watching this, and my mind blanked out through most of it. It's a pretty boring film. Uh, I don't know if I'll be able to survive this first week of October. Uh, because I've been reviewing bad films for the beginning of this, and I still need to do two more. Eaters and what's that one? Do Not Disturb. After Do Not Disturb, I'm gonna get into the good movies. But let me explain why this is boring. The zombies don't look like zombies one little bit. Yeah, there's blood splatter on their mouths. I can go to a Halloween shop and put fake blood on my mouth. It doesn't mean I'm a zombie. It means I'm a little weird. But anyways, not looking like zombies, and the only way you can tell if they're a zombie or a human being by the cheesiest white eye contacts you'll ever see. Like, you could literally go to like a Hot Topic and get that kind of stuff. And whenever I saw the zombies in a horde, I just imagined Frank West being there with his chainsaw stick that he puts two chainsaws on and goes like. I just wanted Frank West to come in and do that. He'd be more entertaining than this film's entirely pointless plot. Night of the Living Dead, classic. Night of the Living Dead 1990, one of my favorite remakes. Night of the Living Dead 3D. It does get a lot of hate, but I like it. But I won't watch it in 3D because I don't have a 3D TV. So I'll stick to the regular standard version. But this film, I don't even want to call it a film. I don't want to call it a movie. I don't want to call it anything except for a piece of shit. But to each their own. Every movie has a fan. Which is why I'm gonna give this one because I can watch this kind of thing as a time waster while I'm cooking or cleaning. I could just listen. But this bored me to tears. Which, if you want to go to sleep and you can't, watch this movie. It will put you right out. You're like... Anyways, I'm gonna give this to somebody. Hopefully they'll rant on it better than me because I'm not good at rants. But when a movie pisses me off, I just gotta rant about it. So, Night of the Living Dead Resurrection. 2 out of 10 hatchets. The reason I'm giving it 2 is because it had a pretty cool beginning, and 2, the gore in it was pretty cool. I did like the gore. And Eaters is not a good movie either. It should be called The Experimenters, or The Experiment, because the only time you see a zombie eat someone is that there's one scene where they're in like a prison area, but that whole movie is just, I just want to punch the director in the face. And it's funny. You'd think that this would be the reason it's bad. Uwe Ball actually released Eaters. He didn't make the movie, he just released it. But I am not a fan of Uwe Ball's films. I love the Postal games. I could not stand the Postal movie. Zach Ward was a pretty cool Postal dude, but I did not like the movie. I found it to be really... I'm into offensive humor, but when it's talking about the Twin Towers going down and Osama promising virgins to those who commit suicide, it's just, I don't know, I just don't find it very funny. The games, the reason they're funny is because they are at least trying to be funny, whereas with Uwe Ball, he's shoving the comedy down our throats. And I didn't need to see little kids get shot up. But that's another story. Uwe Ball, the only film I liked from you, man, is House of the Dead. And I might review that at some point if I ever get it on DVD. But this film bored me to tears. The acting was mediocre. And if you want to laugh at something, this won't even get a laugh out of anybody. Because it's not one of those movies that it's so bad it's funny. This film is just so bad it's bad. But I'll pick up what I'll be reviewing next time. Come on. Alright, here we go. Eaters. See it right there? Presented by Uwe Ball. My buddy Matt, well, I consider him a buddy because he's incredibly nice. He hates Uwe Ball just as much as I do. And the only film he likes from Uwe Ball is Rampage. That one was a good one. I will admit that. But I don't think Uwe Ball really had anything to do with it. But it was a good film. That's why I think he had nothing to do with it. I don't know what else I can say about this. I got it for free. And my uncle said if I didn't like it, I could give it to somebody else. Which, half of the bad films I've been reviewing, I'll give them to probably Matt, because he's got more of an idealistic opinion than I do. Like, his opinions just make me laugh so much Like, if he hates something, he's going to say he hates it. And this is a guy who loves Tucker and Dale versus Evil, one of my favorite comedies. Comedy horror, whatever you want to call it. I liked it, and he loved it. So, if I ever get the opportunity to own Tucker and Dale versus Evil, I'll definitely buy it. Anyways, I'm out. I'm done talking about this one. 2 out of 10 hatchets. Time waster, or a great way to get to sleep. Anyways, this is Psychopathic One signing off. See you on Halloween, and see you tomorrow.